.15. Lesson 5.6. Vocabulary for speaking. Love, marriage, and evil spirits.
OK, let's look at the first clue. What are the words for the important couple at a wedding? I think that's easy.
Yes. Bride and groom?
Yes. So you read out the next clue.
OK. What words in English do the symbols AU and AG represent? People often give presents at weddings which are made of these metals.
Another easy one. That's gold and silver. So the next one is C. Where did people used to believe that love came from? In fact, it sends blood round the body. What's used to?
It means in the past.
Ah, OK, so that's obviously heart. OK, D. Who is the person in charge of a wedding ceremony in some cases? I think that's priest.
Yes, that's right. Priest. So whose turn is it to read out the next clue?
Mine? The wedding is the event, but what do we call the legal union of two people?
I guess that's marriage. I never really knew the difference before. So marriage is the noun and the verb is to marry, but the ceremony is wedding.
Anyway, it's your turn to read out letter F.
Okay. Which mythical creatures did people used to believe were present at weddings? What are mythical creatures?
I think it means not real, like in a children's story. Have you found the answer?
Maybe. Is it evil spirits?
Yes, I think so. And I think the answer for G, the party after a wedding, is reception.
Yes, I agree. And what about the last one? Is it honeymoon?
That's right. I know that word. Month comes from moon.
Great. That's it. Finished.
5.16. Exercise C1. Listen and repeat the questions.
A. What does the bride usually wear during the ceremony?
B. Does the groom wear any special clothes?
C. Is there a reception after the wedding?
D. Do the couple go on a special holiday?
E. Where do people get married?
F. Do the families of the bride and groom arrange the marriage?
G. Does anyone still believe in evil spirits at weddings?
5.17. Pronunciation check. Is the underlined sound the same or different in each pair of words?
Believe, priest. Blood, groom. Creature, heart. Ceremony, represent.
5.18. Pronunciation check. What about these pairs?
Couple, union. Marriage, origin. Married, evil. Symbol, silver.
5.19. Lesson 5.7. Real-time speaking. Wedding customs in Britain.
Right, I'm going to talk about my culture, which is the British culture. There are several important wedding customs in my culture. Firstly, the bride and groom exchange rings.
Exchange?
Yes, it means that the bride gives the groom a ring and the groom gives the bride a ring.
I see.
Okay, where was I? Oh yes, the ring is a symbol of union.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
That means that the ring shows the couple are joined together.
Okay.
In British culture, the wedding ring is always worn on the third finger of the left hand. Apparently, people used to think that there was a special vein in that finger.
I don't get your point.
Okay, let me explain it a bit. Veins carry the blood to the heart. People used to think that the heart was the centre of love. Okay, so that's the rings. Secondly,
5.20. Exercise C2. Listen to the extracts. Notice the pauses and the intonation. Extract 1.
The ring is a symbol of union.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
What I mean is, the ring shows that the couple are joined together.
OK.
Extract 2.
Apparently, people used to think that there was a special vein in that finger.
I don't get your point.
OK, I'll explain a bit more. Veins carry the blood to the heart. People used to believe that the heart was the centre of love.
5.21. Everyday English. Suggesting and responding to suggestions. Exercise B1. Listen to a conversation about wedding presents.
Have you got any ideas for a present for John and Mary?
Why don't we buy them a toaster?
A toaster? That's not very exciting.
Well, you suggest something then.
OK. Let's get them a cookery book.
I think they've already got lots of those.
We could just give them money or gift tokens.
I don't think we should give them money.
OK. Perhaps we'd better ask them if they've made a list.
That's a good idea. I'll text them now.
5.22. Exercise B2. Listen again and complete the sentences.
Have you got any ideas for a present for John and Mary?
Why don't we buy them a toaster?
A toaster? That's not very exciting.
Well, you suggest something then.
OK. Let's get them a cookery book.
I think they've already got lots of those.
We could just give them money or gift tokens.
I don't think we should give them money.
OK. Perhaps we'd better ask them if they've made a list.
That's a good idea. I'll text them now.
5.23. Exercise C2. Listen, then practice the conversations in pairs. Conversation 1.
Shall we go away this weekend?
OK. Where to?
Well, what about going to London?
I'd rather go somewhere cheaper.
OK. How about Brighton then?
Fine with me.
I'll look up some hotels on the web.
Conversation 2.
What's wrong?
I really can't do this assignment.
Well, maybe you should take a break.
I've already tried that. It didn't work.
Perhaps it would be better if you talked to your tutor.
Yes, I'll do that.
5.24. Lesson 5.8. Learning new speaking skills. Checking and explaining. Exercise A2. Listen and check.
A. Priest, groom, tradition, bride, friend. B. Place, club, blue, flow, glass. C. Steel, spirit, snow, small, straight. D. Custom, respiration, instead, transpiration, disturb. E. Sublimation, conclusion, supply, reflect, ugly. F. Agree, improve, petrol, hydrogen, distract.
5.25. Exercise B3. Listen and repeat some of the phrases. Copy the intonation patterns. Checking.
I don't get your point.
It's still not clear to me.
That doesn't make sense to me.
Explaining.
My point is,
I'll explain a bit more.
What I meant was,
Asking to wait.
Could I answer questions at the end?
I'll explain that in a minute.
5.26. Pronunciation check.
Bride, groom, tradition. Place, club, blue. Steel, spirit, straight.
5.27. Skills check. Checking.
Sorry, I don't understand.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Explaining.
No, what I mean is,
What I'm trying to say is,
Asking to wait.
Can I deal with that in a little while?
I'm just coming to that.
5.28. Lesson 5.9. Grammar for speaking. Used to. Grammar box 24.
the best man used to help the groom.
I used to live in the capital.
People didn't used to believe that the earth was round.
She didn't used to like this kind of music.
Did people used to believe in evil spirits?
Did you used to work for the National Bank?
5.29. Exercise A1. Listen to some sentences with used to, didn't used to. What is the correct pronunciation?
1. People used to live in caves.
2. People didn't used to have cars.
3. We used to walk to school.
4. She didn't used to wear glasses.
5. Where did you used to live?
5.30. Exercise A2. Listen and repeat some sentences with used to. Use the correct pronunciation.
1. Young children used to work in factories.
2. He used to like playing tennis.
3. She used to be very short.
4. I used to have a cat.
5. They used to be married.
6. I didn't used to like classical music.
7. What job did you used to do?
5.31. Lesson 5.10. Applying new speaking skills. Wedding customs around the world. Exercise A2. Listen. How many did you get? Checking.
I don't get your point.
It's still not clear to me.
That doesn't make sense to me.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Explaining.
I'll explain a bit more.
What I mean is,
What I meant was,
What I'm trying to say is,
Asking to wait.
Could I answer questions at the end?
I'll explain that in a minute.
can I deal with that in a little while?
I'm just coming to that.